Welcome back to Long Live the Queen with Isabel. Where we left off, we finally defeated Togami, the evil wizard dude, and Elodie survived and she lived and nobody cared. But I think we're getting pretty close to the coronation. I think the year is more than halfway over, so yeah, I'm not sure what to do now, but I guess maybe we'll just take a look at this and yeah, I don't know what to do now, to be honest. Maybe I'll do some history. Maybe I'll do Novan history and foreign intelligence. I don't know. I just don't know what to do right now, honestly. I'm pretty sure we've read this before. The current Duke of Sedna is 26 years old and unmarried. He might be considered a good marriage prospect for you if you desire stronger ties with the domain of Talassi. Didn't we, aren't we engaged to him in this one? I think we are. Oh no! Once you defeated the King of Shanja in a duel, the invasion was meant to be over. In practice, it is not quite so easy to expel a foreign army from your lands, particularly when their leadership is falling apart. Oh good, the remaining Shanjan generals seemed surprisingly eager to go home and left without a fuss, but a large number of soldiers have broken ranks and run amok, looting and pillaging their way through Nova just for fun. Oh no! A number of royal holdings have been damaged and valuables stolen. Not only do you lose them, but you will have to pay for repairs. Luckily, the Duke of Sedna has finally sent some reinforcements to your aid. The patrols are smaller in number, but much fresher than your own troops, and the mere sight of them is enough to strike fear into the hearts of the renegades. Yes. When Togami died, he left behind a crystal, a mauve lumen crystal with glimmers of pink where it catches the light. Such a pretty bauble for such an ugly event. Since Nova won the duel, this crystal is now your rightful prize, but you have no idea what to do with it. Yeah, can we absorb it into ourselves and get more power? For now, you lock it away in the royal treasury. Plus one angry. Good. What do I even do? I guess I'd like to be less angry. I'm gonna change our outfit. Oops. Let's see. Oh, Elodie's old boarding school uniform. Oh, it's so cute. I might just have her wear that for the time being. Okay, let's see. I guess, what I'll do is public speaking and internal affairs. No, public speaking and foreign affairs. Oops. Public speaking. I just don't know what to do now. I'm kind of just guessing. These things seem like they would be useful for a queen. We've read this before. You practice tongue-twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. I can barely even say that. Oh! Time has slipped by you so quickly. Only 2 weeks remain before your birthday celebration, and your official coronation as queen. Have you done enough to build a stable Nova? Well, I mean, I tried. It is traditional for the palace to provide entertainment and refreshment for the common people when a new monarch is crowned. It is a rare opportunity for the poor of the land to dine like nobles. The size and scope of any such feast depends on what expense the royal treasury is willing to bear. I guess we'll do a respectable feast. I'm sure we can afford to give everyone in the city some bread and sausage and a bit of cake. I mean, I don't know how much, like, you know, monies we have. Oh, I guess I'll talk to her. Psst, I need to talk to you. What is it? Oh, didn't we do this already? Where did she get... Oh, this is new. Where did she get a crystal? All the lumens in the domain were supposed to have been wiped out 200 years ago. Except for your ancestor. We are here to train you. You don't need to know any more than that. Your duty is to me and to Nova. Renegade lumens pose a threat to the entire domain. Yes, yes, yes. We get to learn new stuff. If there's a secret cabal of magic users, I need to know about it. There is no cabal. Cabal? How would you even say that? I don't know. I'm just... Make fun of me in the comments. Selene and yourself and I are the only lumens that I know. 200 years ago, my ancestor accepted public disgrace so that one trained lumen would survive when all others perished. We have borne that shame ever since, to preserve the training and lore for the future of Nova. Do not tell me of my duty, princess. I am sworn not to queens, but to Nova. Queens die. The magic must not. Ooh. I'm gonna save it, just in case. Oh. Labeled as nothing. Okay. I just don't even... I guess I'll do accounting, or I mean trade. I'll just do trade and production, maybe. Economics seems like a good thing for a queen to know. The most important trade route in the domain is the Kavala River. It travels through the center of your lands, and almost every duchy contains tributaries that feed into the Kavala, allowing goods to be shipped along it by boat. Much of the domain's trade comes in from the Western Ocean. The capital city and your castle are located... Didn't we read this already? Are located on an island near the mouth of the Kavala River where it meets the sea. That makes this the most important location for trade in the domain. You learn that most of the domain's iron is mined in Sudbury and transported west by the Gowan River to the Kavala. You learn that the hilly terrain in Hellas is no good for growing most crops, but is excellent for vineyards and migratory flocks of sheep and goats. I am pretty sure I've read that one before. The castle is buzzing with preparations for your upcoming coronation. Ministers press you with details for your favorite colors and flowers, and so on. Of course, fail one last test. You really can't see the point of wasting time worrying about decorations when there's so much else to worry about. Others are more interested in the subject of your marriage. It can't take place until you are of age, of course, and considering all the preparations and the need to recover from the coronation, not for much longer than... Not for much longer than that. Still, it doesn't stop people from buzzing around full of ideas and suggestions. Am I just stupid, or did that sentence make no sense? Okay, well, I'm still angry, and I don't know why I'm still angry. I'm trying to not be angry. I'm still angry. Maybe I'll work on public speaking. And yeah, I'll just do public speaking. We'll do a quick crash course in public speaking. Because I'm gonna be queen now. Or Elodie is, sorry. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. You memorize lists and sonnets, then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. At this time last year, you were celebrating your 14th birthday. You were in the school gardens, surrounded by your friends. A teacher brought you tea and cakes, while a wealthy merchant's son wove a crown of flowers for your head. It didn't matter so much that you were a princess then. Your title was something for the future. Many of your peers would be duchesses or earls or the like someday, but not then. You were children. Your parents could not attend on the actual day, but they did send wonderful gifts, some for you and some for you to share. And a week later they came for a visit, and your mother took you with her through the countryside in a splendid carriage. This is so cute and sad. The feels. It was the last time you would ever see her. Oh, that just made it a lot sadder. You wonder if, wherever she is, she can see you now. They have a religion, so they probably have a heaven of some kind. You are 15 years old, a legal adult. You have worked and studied and suffered and prepared, and now the time has come. You kneel before the priestess, barely hearing her words as she recites the blessings. Look at my little baby! She calls upon the gods to deliver peace, wisdom, and prosperity to you, and through you, to all of Nova. And then she calls upon you for your oath of rulership. Will you guide and govern and protect your people to the best of your ability, according to law and custom? I will. Will you, to the best of your power, uphold the ideals of love, honor, justice, and mercy? I will. Lords and ladies assembled, I present to you your undoubted queen, who has sworn you her loyalty. You who have come to give homage. Homage? 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 Homage. Will you do the same? One at a time, the head of each duchy approaches your throne and kneels to swear his or her service to you and your heirs. People of Nova, I give you Elodie, daughter of Fidelia, your true sovereign. What say you all? Long live the queen! Long live the queen! Long live the queen! Yay! We did it! Thank you, I will. Oh my goodness, we did it! The following year, Elodie and Talorist were married in a ceremony that threatened to rival her coronation for pomp and splendor. Talorist brought with him a gift of fine white horses and encouraged his young wife to amuse herself while he enjoyed his new place in Novan politics. He was clearly in no hurry to provide an heir to the throne. Okay, so it's cute and we won and everything, but that seems a little weird and suspicious. Maybe he's gay. That wouldn't really surprise me, considering when you do focus more on history, you learn a lot about different dukes and duchesses and earls and stuff being in, not heterosexual relationships. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was a little tidbit that we hadn't learned, that Talorist was gay. Just because, okay, I say that because he's clearly in no hurry to provide an heir to the throne means they're not, So, Oh! Okay, there's more, okay. Once his daughter was secure on her throne, Jocelyn returned to his birthplace to focus on his duties as Duke of Caloris. You're not gonna stay and be with your daughter? She's only 15. He soon became engaged to the Countess Siren. Following Elodie's victory over the Shanjan king, the public opinion of Lumens rose to a height that hadn't been seen in 100 years. People did care. Young children would dress up and play at being magical kings and queens. Freed from this need for secrecy, the Duchess Juliana and the Priestess Selene were able to announce their shared magical powers and their love. Aww. At Elodie's prompting, the lovers pledged their devotion to each other in a private ceremony, after which Selene retired from the priesthood to accompany her wife to Ursel. That's really cute, that one time that you see them in the garden holding hands. Oh. After the failed invasion, relations with Shanja remained tense. First came the reclamations and demands from the Queen of Shanja, devastated by the death of her husband, which Elodie ignored. Good. Next came the subtler approaches, the quiet gratitude and offers for alliances from ministers who were thrilled to see Tagami gone. Elodie ignored those also, which was just as well, since the next thing to arrive was the preserved head of one of those traitorous ministers sent by the Queen of Shanja as a warning. There was no sign of war in the immediate future, but there was not likely to be an alliance either. As a lumen, it was Elodie's responsibility to defend Nova, look at her, from monstrous threats. She decided that the monsters within the realm were every bit as dangerous as those outside, and thus set herself to the task of conquering the old forest. Each monster would have to be identified and carefully studied in order to defeat it without upsetting the balance. It would take many years to reach the heart of the forest, but Elodie was undaunted, and thus Queen Elodie's legacy stretched into the future. Oh my goodness! We did it! I'm so, happy and proud of Elodie, and wow! I've been playing this for, this is the 24th episode, so I've probably played this for, at least 6 hours. Yeah, that makes sense. It just feels weird for it to be over, I feel like there's more I need to teach her. I wish I could continue teaching her things and going, dealing with obstacles, throughout her reign. But, yeah, this was a really good game. And if you were thinking about playing it and then you decided, oh, I'm not going to, just watch somebody play it, seriously play it, because choosing different options, different things that you learn, you can do, there are so many other routes that you can take. Just look at the checklist of achievements. I have done 6 of these, and there are so many, and they're kind of spoilers, so I'm gonna just not show you all of them very long, but honestly, there are so many, and I'm probably going to go back through and just play by myself and try to find all the different, endings and deaths, and but yeah, this is a really good game, and Elodie is, I think she's a pretty good protagonist. I mean, you can sort of shape her personality a little bit with the use of, altering her moods, but she still has a very distinct personality, I think, and she's just an enjoyable and cute and lovable protagonist, and I just really liked that. I liked that as opposed to a protagonist who's kind of empty and blank and who is basically just a vessel for you. I mean, it's more fun when Elodie does things that I don't really want her to do, or surprises me with her reactions. I want to be surprised with her reactions, Anyway, that's the end of this Let's Play, because it's gone on for, I think it's gone on for long enough. But yeah, I mean, definitely check it out yourselves, because it's such a good game, and you could sink hours into this and not discover everything there is to discover. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to look up a walkthrough to find all the different stuff, because some of it is so the difference between 10 and 15 points in a skill, excuse me, can make the difference, or making one single choice can affect so many other things, and it's just a very delicate balance of things, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching this episode and this whole playthrough if you have been. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video.